This is the voice of Heidie Calero with another economic capsule, which we have entitled today, Wake Up Call. It's an urgent wake-up call for Puerto Rico due to the coastal erosion that we are feeling, we are experiencing, and this is no small talk. I know that coastal erosion and all these climatic changes are taking place all over the world. The entire globe is at risk, but this is an island. And as I am depicting for you here in this first photograph, the shoreline changes in Puerto Rico. Well, we are seeing here that red line that you see in this photo. That was in 1950, pretty distant from the shoreline of Puerto Rico. Back in 1960, that's more or less the deep orange, and it's getting closer and almost parallel to that red line of the 1950s. Then 1970, a slightly lightly orange, and then 2010 the yellow, and then the latest 2018, that's almost there. Well, all these properties are there. And what is the damage of this coastal erosion in Puerto Rico? Again, illustrated by this next photo. All around Puerto Rico, surrounded by water on all these, especially 2018. That's the latest in terms of that shoreline erosion. Since then, things have gotten worse, and we had the worst hurricane in history in Puerto Rico back in 2017 with Hurricane Maria. So definitely climatic change is affecting us as well. And what are the impacts? What is the change that we are taking place? Because Puerto Rico is like 1,200 kilometers, and that's part of the coastal line, and almost 640,000 persons are living in floodable areas. And we have 3.2 million. So that's getting really, it's a hefty percentage. We have been losing land because of this coastal erosion in almost 60 miles of coast in Puerto Rico. This next photo depicts for you where are the principal hotels in Puerto Rico all along the coast in the island. And you see there it's the northern coast, which is Isla Verde, even some closer to Fajardo. We have it also in Vieques. We have also the area in Aguadilla, all that western part of the island, Rincon, Cabo Rojo. All those hotels are at risk. Imagine all those properties. They might disappear by 2040, 2050. And this is no joke, no joke. This next illustration depicts for you the location of Ashford Hospital, the Presbyterian Hospital in Condado, and some of the hotels that are there at risk. So they're going to be underwater by 2040, 2050. We have the Presby Hospital with 207 beds. We have the La Concha Renaissance with 483 rooms. We have the Condado Vanderbilt, recently renovated, 317 rooms. Even another small one, Numero Uno Beach Resort. All these are going to be at risk underwater with more than 1 or 2 feet of water, and that's coming close. The next illustration is the San Juan International, the Luis Muñoz Marin International Airport. The north is going to be flooded by 2100. It's going to be like 8 to 10 feet of water. It's going to be underwater. You have to move. You don't have to wait until 2050 to find an alternate place. But Aerostar, which is the private enterprise that has the management of the airport, is in charge of that action plan. Well, a call to action, and it is urgent. But this is not happening just in Puerto Rico. Notice here in this next graph, the Dominican Republic. This is in Corsica. Again, notice all these changes from 1936 at the extreme left of this photo, how the shoreline was pretty distant from the shoreline. 1987 close to land, and now by 2016 it's almost there. The next graph depicts for you all the hotels that are at risk in Punta Cana, man-made. all these hotels are going to be at risk, and all that implies not only structures that are going to be underwater, it's going to be tourism activity that is going to be decimated, it's going to be jobs that are going to be lost, it's going to be restaurants, other economic activities. So wake up call, urgent. And yet there is still time to do something. Singapore has been doing land reclamation for many years. They don't wait until things have become worse. I'm depicting for you Marina Bay. This is all on reclaimed land. They have rescued that from the sea, either by importing sand. In 2014, Singapore was the largest importer of sand, and they bought it from Indonesia, from Malaysia, from Vietnam. Now all these countries have put a ban on selling more sand to Singapore. And so they now have established another system from the Netherlands, which is to build a wall of cement, and then from that wall start pumping all that water so as to dry all that land. And they have built skyscrapers. As you see there, Marina Bay is absolutely wonderful. And then this last Merlion statue, which is in that Marina Bay, it's really the symbol of Singapore with that statue. All that is on reclaimed land. So Puerto Rico better wake up. The last Friday was a big flood here in Puerto Rico with almost 5 inches of water, and now the governor has signed an executive order to declare an emergency alert for Puerto Rico, and dedicating 105 million of federal funds for this coastal erosion. Guess what? You know, these funds are not going to come quickly, and before we know it, all this disaster is going to take place. So take heed, please. Puerto Rico, you better start planning, but more than that, execute, because at risk is the livelihood of many people. It's the livelihood of our entire island. And of course, it's for the globe, but we are concerned with what we can do here on the island. This is the last economic capsule. We are pausing all this service for a while now. If you like our economic capsules, don't forget to go to YouTube, give us a like, and send us your comments and your feelings regarding our capsules, and send it to our email under hcalero, Calero, at hcalero.com, or visit our website at hcalero.com. And don't forget that the economy is all of us. Thank you for your for looking at our economic capsules, and I hope we meet soon again. Thank you. Bye.